Hello, my name is Deborah Wheatley, and this is my presentation on Common Compile Errors with Visual Studio C++, and this is for CIS 115. Since the beginning of this class, we have all seen compilation errors in our work. And after researching on the internet, I can see why. There are thousands of errors out there. This is just the beginning. This video is about a few of the more common errors that we've been getting so far. It takes a few minutes when you build a program, when you type in a program and then you build it. So I just went ahead and did that and then copied it over into my program, my PowerPoint. And this is just a small program. It just says hello world. It just prints it out. And it's just a good example of how you have to have everything just right, or even the simplest thing will not work. This is missing a closing quotation mark after the word world, and without it, it's not going to build. So I put it in like this. I tried to build it, and I got the error that I have copied down here at the bottom. It says missing closing quote. So it's telling me what I need to go back and put up there, and without it, it's not going to run. Now this is the same thing again, and in this one I'm missing a semicolon after the word world, and without the semicolon it's not going to run. And again, when I tried to build, I got the error missing semicolon before return. And here's return, so if I go before it, that puts me here, which is the same thing as here. So you just have to kind of figure it out and go back up and put that in. And another thing you could do is this /n, I added that in this time, and that just makes a space. It makes the cursor come down to the next line when your program runs. And if you put the wrong slash, you have to use the one that's right up under the backspace. If you use the one that's beside the shift key, the program's not going to work. So again, you have to keep your punctuation correct, or you're going to get errors. Now this program is not simple at all. It's getting harder, and you can see there's 3 printf scanf pairs. There's a for statement. There's another printf statement, and then back up at the beginning there's a line where we declare our variables. And our variables in this program is start, end, counter, and count by. And the reason we declare our variables is because we're going to use them later in the program. So you can see down through the printfs and scanfs we used each one of those, and they have to be spelled right, and again, correct punctuation. And it's very important to follow the format. Like I said, the printf scanf statements have to have the correct parentheses, the semicolon, and the quotation marks. And you have to make sure that any opening curly brackets have a matching closing curly bracket. And this can get confusing when there are several pairs within the program. And you have to make sure that your variables are spelled correctly and that they are declared. Now here, I took the last line out of the last program we looked at, and I changed the word counter. All I did was change the capital C to a small c. And I got the error message, counter undeclared identifier. So it's telling me which one of my identifiers was undeclared. And another hint is if you double click on the error, it'll take your cursor back up into the program and show you, or get really close to where the error is. Thanks. And in closing, just be careful. Watch what you're typing and build often during your program to check for errors. And remember to watch for signs that something is wrong. Visual Studio gives you little hints along the way, like red squiggly lines. I can show you that here. This is a program and in Visual Studio, and if I take out that semicolon, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a red squiggly line here at this bracket that's telling me something's wrong. That bracket shouldn't be there if there's nothing here. Another one, if I take out the quotation mark here, then it underlines the whole printf statement with the red squiggly line. Put it back in, it goes away. And also, when I did that, if you notice down at the bottom, I started getting some errors. So things were starting to pop up to show me that something was going on. So the red squiggly lines, and lastly, after trying to build and seeing your error list, click on those errors and let the cursor pop in at or near the correction site. Good luck to everybody.